name of this lesson is Can't We All Just Get Along? Making your adjectives agree with your nouns. They have to get along. The learning objectives are that you will be able to identify the number and gender of nouns, modify your adjectives to agree with nouns in number and gender, and correctly place the adjectives and nouns in sentences maintaining proper word order. We've talked about nouns before and how they all have a gender in Spanish. Nouns can be masculine or feminine. For example, el abuelo is the masculine noun, la abuela is the feminine noun. That's people. People in any language have a gender. But places, things, and ideas in Spanish also have a gender. El libro is a masculine thing. La silla is a feminine thing or object. El centro is a place, and it's masculine. La casa is a place, and it's feminine. El terrorismo is a thing or an idea, terrorism, and it's masculine. La paz is an idea or a thing, peace, and it's feminine. Nouns also have numbers. Sometimes they're singular and sometimes they're plural. El abuelo, singular. Los abuelos, plural. El libro, singular. Los libros, plural. We talked about this when we were learning about the articles that come before the nouns, the el, the la, the los, and the las. So this is just a review of that concept. Now, when you're modifying your nouns in Spanish, or describing them, usually with an adjective, you have to make sure that your adjective agrees with the noun in number and in gender. For example, la casa roja is singular and feminine. Las casas rojas is plural and feminine. And notice the adjective roja needed to change from singular, roja, to plural, rojas, when the noun became plural. And we don't do this in English, so it just takes a little bit of paying attention to what you're saying. El libro rojo is masculine and singular. Los libros rojos is masculine and plural. So, most adjectives in Spanish have 4 forms. They can be singular and masculine, plural and masculine, singular and feminine, or plural and feminine. And the examples on this page are an example of how the adjective rojo, red, can be singular feminine, plural feminine, singular masculine, or plural masculine. When you describe people, places, or things in Spanish, there is a different word order used than in English. Most of the time in English, the adjective comes before the noun. For example, the handsome boy. But in Spanish, the adjective comes after the noun. El chico guapo. La casa blanca. The white house. Las clases interesantes, the interesting classes. Sometimes certain adjectives are placed before the noun, like numbers, the adjectives good and bad, malo and bueno. So here's your chance to practice and you can pay attention. The shy boys would be los chicos tímidos. My nice brother would be mi hermano simpático. The next 2, Ronaldo and Berto, are intelligent and Spanish is fun, are different kinds of sentences because you're saying somebody or something is a certain way. So you need to use the verb ser in those sentences, and the adjectives do come at the end of the sentence. Ronaldo and Berto son inteligentes. Español es divertido. Time to check yourself. Can you identify the gender and number of nouns? Can you make your adjectives get along with your nouns? And do you know where to place the adjectives in a sentence? Excelente.